The congressman has yet to speak publicly about the lawsuit until now. Joining me now, the Honorable Dennis Kucinich. Congressman, thank you very much for joining me tonight.
Good to be with you.
Congressman, this is a surprise to all of us that you would find yourself in this kind of lawsuit. You settled it pretty quickly in a couple of days after it emerged last week.
I'm glad you pointed out that it is settled.
And but the question Ezra Klein asks is, politically, was it worth it for you? Sure, we understand if that kind of damage was done to someone else in a situation like that, not covered by dental bills, they might need to take this kind of action. But for a congressman to take that kind of action, what was your judgment about your decision to do that?
Well, first of all, you talked about the video where I gave a speech a couple days later. The damage that was done, Lawrence, was not external. It was to the internal structure of the tooth. I didn't know it at the time that that when I bit into the olive pit, it actually drove the tooth upwards and cracked it in half all the way through to the root. I didn't know that. I just kept going on with my work. It wasn't until there was an infection later. I went to a dentist after that episode, and he referred me to a specialist. The specialist told me that the tooth was, in fact, destroyed, had to be removed. Had it removed. After that, I had a implant put in. The first implant, tooth implant, failed, and then I went for a second implant, which a few months later proved to take, and then another crown precision engineered partial. I mean, this was a very difficult series of dental and medical events that I had to deal with. And I didn't ask for it; it just happened. But I'm glad it's over, though, and it really is resolved, and it was resolved amicably, which is the way that I like to resolve disputes.
Congressman, I think among the many surprising elements of this story is what you're telling us, that your health care plan in the Congress does not cover you for any dental work or just this kind of dental work.
No, these were injuries that were not covered by any health care plan, and I didn't have dental insurance. I just don't, and I have had an extensive history with dental work. I didn't have dental insurance. The costs were paid out of pocket, but I will say that in the settlement agreement, we came to an agreement which, we all agreed took care of the dental expenses, which, frankly, is what I was hoping for. So it worked out. I'm glad for that. I tried to resolve it without legal action, but the parties to the agreement all agree that it's a settled matter.
And Congressman, just to clarify for the audience, you didn't have dental insurance because you in the Congress are given a menu of options to choose from with health care plans, and some of you will choose a plan that does have dental, some of you will choose a less expensive plan with less coverage. Isn't that the way the health care plans are selected?
I believe you can buy dental insurance. I didn't buy that. I mean, I do have health care coverage, but I pay about $5,000 plus the House makes a contribution as well. But it wasn't, this injury didn't cover it. And this injury involved, a great deal of expense.
How much, what was that number, Congressman? How much were your expenses on it?
That's part of the terms of the settlement, which I've agreed will remain confidential.
Quickly, before we go, Congressman, this blow to the health care bill delivered by a federal judge in Florida today, declaring the entire bill unconstitutional. What do you see the Supreme Court doing when it gets there, when it'll only take 5 votes to overturn the entire bill?
If it does get overturned, it opens the way for Medicare for all, which is single payer, which is the quality health care for all. It would, by the way, the plan that I've been promoting for many years would cover dental care for everyone, in addition to vision care, long-term health care, prescription drugs, mental health care, all would be covered. I mean, Americans are getting shortchanged by the insurance companies who make money not providing health care. I'm going to continue to work with Congressman Conyers and others in promoting our bill that provides for Medicare for all. And you note that Judge Vinson did not strike down the Medicaid provision. That shows very clearly that the plan that we will work towards is constitutional, even if Mr. Obama's plan goes down.
And we await the Kucinich Dental Care for All bill, which I'm sure is coming. Congressman Dennis Kucinich, Democrat of Ohio, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.